everyone, Sherry Marie here from Coventry, Rhode Island, that tiny little speck of a state on the map. So today I want to talk to you guys about a topic that I am super excited about. It's about being your own authentic self. So it's something that we all kind of talk about. It's kind of a hot topic, but there's one concept of it that I think a lot of us overlook a lot of the time. So here's like a different, unique perspective on the topic that I kind of want to talk to you about. So being your authentic self, this is a topic that, or a phrase, whatever you want to say, that people always use. But, and it's not just in my industry, it's something people use all the time in general. They're like, I'm just going to show up as me and like it, love it, hate it, I don't care, I'm me. Yay! But, and if, you don't like it, screw, pretty much is what some people have. That's great. You should always be your authentic self. But here's where we kind of lose ourselves. We just show up as us, and we don't realize the importance of that fine line between showing up as us and showing up as the best version of ourselves. There's a big difference there. So we all want to show up as the best version of ourselves, and here's why. So showing up authentically, great, fabulous. But guess what? If you're showing up and you're crabby and cranky and you're Debbie Downer, and you don't have the best attitude, do you really think that's awesome and people are going to be super attracted to you? Probably not. They're not going to be attracted to you. They're not going to want to hang around you. They're not going to want to be friends with you. They're not going to want to build relationships with you. They're definitely not going to want to do business with you. It's black and white. If you're showing up with all this extra baggage, not going to work out so well for you. So that's just the facts. So yes, the saying of showing up as your authentic self is so super important, but you need to show up as the best version of your authentic self. And I remember I went through a phase where I had a ton of baggage and I was nuts myself. How do you think that worked out for me? Probably not that well. People didn't really want to be around me, and I cannot blame them. So I was bringing just nothing but negativity because that was what was around me. I couldn't get out of my own way. And I'm just being authentic. Hey, Hope, how are you? So when you come to the table with a lot of baggage, people aren't going to want to be around you. And yes, I was showing up as me, but I was not showing up as the best version of me. People want to be connected with people who are the best versions of themselves. Positivity attracts positivity and negativity attracts negativity. So yes, we're all constantly growing into the best versions of ourselves and improving ourselves every single day to make ourselves even better. That's awesome. And we're never going to be perfect, and that's okay. But you need to always be aware of the difference of showing up and showing up as the best version of yourself where you're at. And there's a huge difference. So it's important. Be your best self. So for myself, I try and show up every day lately as the best version of myself. And here's something that someone said to me that was really helpful. They told me, write it down on paper. And what do you envision as the best version of yourself? And when I did that, it was actually really eye-opening. So I highly suggest you actually try it. There's something about writing something down sometimes, and I'm not one who writes things down, that really does make a difference. So the best version of me, it's the healthiest version of me. It could be being in an emotionally solid, really good place. It's being a great friend. If you have kids, it could be being a great mom or a great dad. It's being a great leader, but knowing that you need to lead from the front, not just tell people, do this, and this. No, that's not being a great leader. So those are all things that are super important to always show up as the best version of yourself. You don't want to have baggage. It's no good. And if you have baggage, try and make the best of it, spin it somehow. It's part of your story. So I think it's really just important to really look at, what does the best version of yourself look like? What does that look like for you? And it's going to be different for every single person. So how am I going to show up, and what kind of growing do I have to do to be the best version of myself? And how can I constantly be improving to be an even better version of myself? Because just showing up, it's 2018. It's not good enough anymore. Hey, Anthony, happy Friday. So nobody's ever going to be perfect. So if you think for 1 minute that showing up as the best version means perfection, you're so wrong, because nothing in life is ever perfect. So when we say best, you want to use that as a guide to show up on your A game, like the best that you can be, and something that you're just striving for daily to grow. When you're constantly showing up as your current best version, people are going to see that and they're going to gravitate towards you. They're going to be like, I want to be around this person. Like, they're constantly improving and there's good things around them. Positivity is contagious, just like negativity is contagious. Growing is contagious, just like staying stagnant is contagious. So when people see that, you can be inspiring to them. And because of that, guess what? It's super attractive to them when you're the best version of yourself. People are going to want to be your friend. They're going to want to be connected to you. They're going to want to build that lasting friendship with you. You're going to inspire them. And because of all that, they're going to want to do business with you maybe, or if nothing else, just be your friend. And that's something that's super, super important. Yes, Anthony, you always want to stay humble. It's super, super important. And be relatable with people. Like, I used to look at some things in my life and I was like, oh yeah, I'm embarrassed by that. But I've learned that's part of my story, and that's part of being the best version of myself, is sharing some of it with people, and hopefully because of that, inspiring people that if they're going through something similar, you can get through it. Or maybe, hey, learn from my mistakes and don't do that. So you never want to show up small. Always try and show up big. That's super, super important. And here's the thing. Even if you don't always believe that, you're the best version you are right now, dig deep, because we all, no matter what we're going through, have the best of something we can bring to the table. And if we're not, then we're totally kind of doing a disservice to the people around us. That's something I've learned when I started sharing my story with more people and realized that they were getting inspired by it. I was like, okay, I guess I shouldn't be embarrassed by it. So don't be afraid to share your story. And constantly grow, aspire to grow every single day, because you're going to inspire people daily by doing that. People's lives are going to be changed by doing those things that are a little bit uncomfortable sometimes. So be encouraging to people, show up with the best version of yourself, and stop having the attitude of, well, I am who I am and that's it. No, take that concept of I am who I am, but make it, how do I become the best version of myself? And that's going to inspire a lot of people. So on that note, happy Friday, everyone.